over again. You know the reason why? Because these companies aren't loyal.
I'm a man of my word.
Because these insurance companies, they don't want to keep you on the policy. Any way that they can get you out of the policy, they will do it. And this is just another sneaky way for insurance companies to tell you, get out of here. You're too high of a risk. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And also, I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter that will give you tremendous value. It's free. You cannot beat free. If you need any type of commercial or investment property financing, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years. I can assist you with that transaction. My information is in the pinned comment and the description below. Guys, let's jump straight into it. Listen, an insurance company telling you, you know what? You're in the high area for like forest fires and whatnot, and we need you to go ahead and cut down your tree in your front yard for you to have coverage. It's crazy because let me just get straight. I understand exactly where the insurance company is going with it.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
But we do understand that trees do grow outside.
It's just a joke, but it's true.
I want to tell you about somebody named Carrie McCalmont. She lives in Glendale in a home that she's been in since 2004. And like many in the county, the home is in a high fire hazard zone. This summer, she got a letter from her insurance company threatening to drop her. They'd gotten a hold of aerial photos of her place and decided there was just too much brush close to the house. They demanded she remove every plant within 5 feet of the home. So she did that, spending thousands of dollars ditching bushes and trimming trees. Even the fire department says there was no threat to her property after the work was completed.
Are you telling me, based on this way that the story is going, you're telling me that the insurance company didn't take any of that information and say, oh, wow, this is a good job? They asked her to remove all of the bushes. She spent thousands of dollars. She even got the fire department in the city to come in and say, yeah, it looks good to me. There is no risk of fire here. And the insurance company said, not good enough. Sorry.
I beg your pardon?
Again, we have the same scenario happening over and over and over again. I just did a story about a builder building a house on top of a retention pond. That's right, a retention pond. And my question was, how did the city allow the builder to do that? How did the engineers agree to allow the builder?
Hello, I like money.
There should have been somebody pointing the finger saying, this isn't a good idea. So we're in the same scenario where we have the fire department of the city telling people, yeah, I mean, looks good to me. No fire. But then we have the city on the other hand saying,
our law to protect trees.
It doesn't matter if you have this asset that is worth $800 to $1 million. We're gonna save this tree no matter what. No matter what. This home that you have, yes, we understand it's worth that much amount of money. And we understand it can burn down. We understand that you need insurance to make sure that you don't go bankrupt. But we gotta save this tree, man. We gotta save this oak tree. It's an endangered species, right? Are oak trees endangered?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
And see, here's the thing. They may be endangered. Well, not here, not in the Midwest. They're not endangered. Maybe in California. Let's just say in California, they are endangered. But at what risk for finances, your livelihood, your house, your assets? Is the tree not important anymore? I'm just being honest. I mean, I have $1 million asset that now puts me in a predicament where I basically can't sell it. I'm not gonna jump for it. Let's continue on.
Still, the insurance company said, not good enough. We need you now to cut down that tree that you see there that's near the home. But there's a catch. It is an oak tree. And as the LA Daily News reports, in Glendale, indigenous trees are natural aesthetic resources that add distinction and character to its neighborhoods. They cannot be damaged or destroyed. It's the same in LA, Pasadena, and many cities in Southern California, but that is not enough for the insurance company. Carrie will officially be dropped in December.
Now, here's the thing, guys. I don't want you to get this mixed up. And I know some of you guys are gonna be on the insurance side, some of you guys are gonna be on the city side, some of you guys are gonna be in the middle. I understand that. Let's just go ahead and just jump straight to it. The insurance company didn't want her to begin with. They wanted to cut her.
Wait, what?
Let me repeat that one more time. The insurance company did not want her as a customer to begin with. They were already looking for a way to get rid of her. Now, how can we get clues from that? You heard the news anchor guy say,
The home is in a high fire hazard zone.
so the insurance company knows this. And what does the insurance company want? Well, we got to let you go.
But we have to figure out a way to let you go to where we won't get sued, a way that we can let you go, and maybe you might come back to us. We could save face customer-wise.
They're trying to figure out a way to let you go without, like, just dropping you. That's what they don't want to do. Most companies, and they will do this. Don't get my words mixed up. They will do this. But in this scenario, it seems like the insurance company is saying, we're going to drop you anyways, but we want to put you down as lightly as possible because you may come back to us. You may use us in the future. We don't want you to badmouth us to other people. So they're going to lay her down softly. Trust me, regardless, they were going to get rid of her. Now they're put in a predicament to where, how do you sell a home that you can't insure? That's the question. How do you sell a home that you can't insure? Because let me tell you what, if one insurance company is saying this, and more than likely it's probably one of the big ones, then you can bet your bottom dollar that all the rest of them are saying the same thing. They all have the same info. They're using all the same systems. They're all going to say the same thing. You're going to type in your address and a big red sign is going to come up that says, these guys are high risk. If you insure them, you will lose money. That's what the sign comes up on the screen.
This is not funny.
A lot of you guys are going to say, well, she just should go out and just get another insurance company. The insurance companies, they're a dime a dozen. If she can't get insured there, just go to the next one. But I'm here to let you know that's not going to be possible. It's going to be very, very, very hard. Because if one big insurer says they're going to lose money with you, what do you think the little small ones are going to say? Oh, that's right. We'll cover you, but your premium is 10 times more.
That.
Info. They're using all the same systems. They're all going to say the same thing. You're going to type in your address and a big red sign is going to come up that says, these guys are high risk. If you insure them, you will lose money. That's what the sign comes up on the screen.
This is not funny.
A lot of you guys are going to say, well, she just should go out and just get another insurance company. The insurance companies, they're a dime a dozen. If she can't get insured there, just go to the next one. But I'm here to let you know that's not going to be possible. It's going to be very, very, very hard. Because if one big insurer says they're going to lose money with you, what do you think the little small ones are going to say? Oh, that's right. We'll cover you, but your premium is 10 times more.
That.
Now she's searching for anybody who will write her a policy. And that also might be hard. Two separate insurance agents we spoke to said companies won't write policies if any part of a tree is overhanging a structure, high fire zone or not. So it's possible, even if you're not in a fire zone in LA, you're at risk for being dropped if you have any bit of tree hanging over your house. A home buyer we spoke to reached out to LA Urban Forestry for that very issue and was told a tree's location is of no consequence to their department. Protected trees can't be removed for insurance reasons.
Did I hear him correctly? This is what the city said. A tree's location is no consequence.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's obviously this is a consequence. The tree is in someone's yard that they own, but yet they can't sell their home because they can't get insurance. But then again, they own the property and the property is worth probably $1 million. The tree, I mean, some people would say it's priceless.
Protected trees can't be removed for insurance reasons.
But I mean, as a homeowner, I get pretty sure it has a price. If I have to choose between my $1 million home and an oak tree that's in my front yard, I'm sorry, I'm cutting it down, guys. I'm sorry. I do understand this is a case of breaking the law or breaking a regulation, whatever you want to call it, versus your $1 million asset that will basically go to waste. You can never sell it. You can never realize the equity that you have in the property because you can never sell it because you don't have an insurance. Because who's going to buy a property with no insurance? I can tell you who will buy a property with no insurance. if you sell it really, 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 really cheaply.
That don't make no sense.
But that's beyond what you're trying to do. You're trying to make money off of your home. And now you're stuck in between the Gambino family and the Gambino family. You have no chance at winning this scenario. The city is like, well, sorry, this doesn't affect us at all. This isn't a worry for us. Don't even bring us this ridiculousness. We're not included in this at all. And you're thinking to yourself, how are you not included? Shouldn't you write a letter to me or to the insurance company to say this is a rule and that there's no way around it? Why is it that the insurance company is forced to tell you to break the law, and then the city is telling you if you break the law, you're going to jail or you're going to get a really big fine? That's what they're basically telling you. And we know, guys, the fine is probably like $20, $30, $40, $50,000 to cut down a tree. That obviously this lady does not have, nor should she even have to pay. You should be able to get a letter from the city, give it to the insurance company, and the insurance company goes, yep, we're all good. But did you hear the gentleman previously before? He said that the insurance companies are now saying that if a tree overhangs your property at all, we're not covering you.
Awkward. So awkward.
I'm just telling you guys so you can remember what I said in past videos. Remember when I told you guys that the insurance company situation is going to get worse before it gets better? I said that if you believe that the situation that happened in Florida, the situation that's happened in Texas, or any of these other cities where property taxes are continuing to go up, if you believe that it was just going to be Florida, then you're badly mistaken. And what are we seeing? Didn't we just see North Carolina say 42% increase in property insurance? Now we're seeing California tell people we're going to kick you out of our insurance for a tree. A tree is overhanging the property. Let me guess. Did you plant the tree? No, the tree was there. How long has the tree been there? It's been there for 100 years? Wow. Now you're forcing me to be stuck with a tree that's 100 years old that I can't do anything with this property until I cut down the tree that I can't cut down. Make it make sense, guys.
As for Carrie, she says she's worried that she's stuck. Even if she wanted to leave California, she wouldn't be able to sell the house. And you got to think about this. Every time you drive through a neighborhood, any part of town, just look around at houses and see how many trees are hanging over.
Right.
So many of them, so many people. I reached out to the city of LA to see if they have any advice for people who are having this issue. A real estate agent who I've spoken to said that they're starting to see this a lot more. The city has not responded, but I will let you know if they get back to us on this. But
what a catch-22.
Crazy situation. And obviously, you know, you want to protect the trees. Right. They're really, really wonderful and beautiful. But when you're talking about a place where there's a housing crisis, you just think, can there be something that can be done to help all these people who majority of their net worth, their equity is in these homes?
I get it. I know there's going to be some people in here that say, Orlando, you got to support the trees. You got, Orlando, I don't get it. Why are you such a hater for trees?
How dare you?
Orlando, you want to cut down this beautiful tree for your $1 million home that's right there? You're a villain. You are a true diabolical villain because you want to cut down that tree.
And listen, I get it. I would say, if you want to save the tree, you can buy her house for $1 million. You can buy her house for $1 million and you can save the tree. I mean, right now it's looking like she won't be able to, like she just caught. She won't be able to do anything. And here's the funny thing. It's just not her. There are multiple people that are going to continue to be in this scenario. And here's the weird thing about it. Not only can you not cut down the tree, you can't trim it without a permit.
Man, I'm dead.
That's right. Did you hear what I said? You can't even trim the tree without a permit. Imagine the cost that goes along with that. The tree is overhanging. You're going to trim it. You got to get permits, pay fees, everything associated with it. And then the inspector probably has to come out there, look at the tree and be like, okay, you didn't cut it too much. You're only allowed to cut a certain amount of the tree. At this point, what do you own? If you can't do what you want in your own house, in your own yard, what do you own? Put in the comment section, guys. Do you think this is fair? Do you think that you should be caught in between the insurance company and the city telling you to do two things that are opposed from each other? That basically stops you from doing the things that you could normally do as a homeowner, like sell your property, Imagine that.
So and it can't be removed. It can't be physically removed and put in a different location,
No,
and save the tree like they do with that other oak
up at
tree.
Castaic,
Yeah, in Castaic.
It depends. I mean, that can be very costly, obviously, but even in situations where you want to trim the tree, the city has to give you a permit to be able to do that.
And it's amazing that the fire department comes in and says, no, you're okay.
Yeah.
And then the insurance company still.
Carrie's written a letter to the Insurance Commission asking, like, do you guys have any suggestions for us? And she hasn't heard back yet, but we will, of course, let you know and continue to follow this story as it